Right now, I'm in a hotel in Shantou, China. Tomorrow, I'm going to a Lego factory. I don't think anybody's filmed the inside of a Lego factory. And I plan to make this trip worth it. I'm going to try and steal as many Legos as possible. All right, good night. All right, I just arrived at the factory. Let's go check it out.
你好，哈利，今天你还是来了哈，但是呢，今天我很忙，就没法陪你了。昨天我已经陪你走了1圈，啊，但是今天我已经安排好了，那个你就自己去逛一逛。然后因为我真的很忙，我就要走了。然后这个牌我就给你了，啊，拜拜。
All right, wow. So, that's Mr. Xie. He showed me the factory yesterday. The factory name is Golds. The Chinese name is Gaodeshi, and they manufacture Lego bricks. Not for Legos, but for other brands here in China. And it looks like we got the whole factory to ourselves. Maybe I can score some Lego bricks. Let's go check it out. Let's go see how the whole process works. Arrives by truck, it comes in these giant 1 metric ton bags, and then they suck it up. Like, here's the plastic right here, you can see it. Plastic pellets arrive, and then they suck up the plastic pellets through this hose, and then they put it into this hopper. You can see the plastic in the window right there. Each hopper holds 5 metric tons of plastic. And right here at this factory, they have 50 hoppers of each hopper has a different color. Altogether, that's 250 tons of plastic. They say that typically that 250 tons will last 10 days. So that's on average 25 tons of plastic they inject into Lego blocks every day. So they keep the plastic here, and then it goes through tubes. They vacuum it up out of the hopper when they need it. So this is like a switchboard for plastic. And here's where they control where the plastic goes. And each one, like I said, is a hopper with a different color, and they're numbered. And then they connect the hose here, and you can see the different colors of plastic. Over time, the plastic has colored the hose. They got like an orange, a yellow, and a purple. So after it leaves the hopper, it goes through the switchboard, and then it goes to a drying process. I'll show you that next. So this is the drying hopper, and it has a heated jacket on the outside that's electric, and then it heats the plastic, and the heating helps dry the plastic. And they also have this machine here. It looks like it's got a blower, and it's got heat. So it blows hot, dried air at the plastic, and that helps remove the moisture inside the plastic, which helps consistency with the injection molding process. And so after it leaves the drying hopper, then it goes to the injection molding. Let's see if we can score some Lego blocks. This is the place where they make the Lego parts. These right here are plastic mold injection machines. At this factory, they have 300 machines making different Lego parts all at the same time. They control the flow of plastic pellets through this giant network of tubes and hoses. Let's go see some of the cool parts they're making. Woo, these are cool. Check these out. Tiny plastic Lego circles. All right, let's see how they're made. So this part right here inside, that's the mold. Those 6 tiny circles, those are the cavities where the plastic is injected in. And now the robot arm comes and grabs them with these little tiny suction cups. You can see right here. It places them on the conveyor belt, and then the parts move along the conveyor into the bin that we just saw. But I want to show you how the plastic gets to the machine. It moves through the building to that network I talked about. It comes down. It looks like they have an additional dryer because it moves a long distance, so they dry the plastic a little more. The plastic moves into the molding machine right here, and then they melt the plastic in this giant heater just before they push the plastic into the mold. Now one part that's really interesting is there's a part of the mold called the screw. It's the network where the plastic moves to each cavity of the mold. The robot is going to grab it right now. So it grabs this part. Ooh, got it. So like I said, this is the network where the plastic moves to each part. Now normally this is garbage, but in this case, the robot grabs the screw and then it puts it into this grinder. And the grinder chops it all up and it moves through this hose and it gets mixed back into the mold. Part of the molded part is recycled right on site in real time. All right, let's see what other cool parts we can find. Oh. Woo! More cool parts. Check these out. All right, looks like this one has a different system. So inside is the mold, and it's hard to see from where you are, but it molds the part, and then it has injection pins that push the parts out and dump them into this bucket. And then this little bucket loader comes and grabs them and puts them on the conveyor belt. Ooh, check out these parts. Oh, hey, come check this out. One thing I've noticed is that there's a lot of small parts. The parts just simply fall out of the mold, which you'll see in a second now. Right here, the parts fall out, and then it goes on a conveyor belt underneath before it goes into this bin. All right, let's see what else we can find. So once the bin is filled with parts, they pack them up, and now they're brought over to this conveyor belt, where the parts are then weighed and brought all the way up to the second floor. I wanted to ride the conveyor belt up to the second floor, but this guy won't let me, so I have to take the stairs. So it looks like we're at Amazon, but we're not. Here at the Lego part factory, in the event that a customer's part is missing or broken and they need a specific part, the customer will place an order. Then that order will summon one of these robots to go grab one of these towers of parts. Then the robots will line up right here waiting for this guy, the picker, to grab the part. The way it works is he'll first scan the barcode on the tower of parts so the computer knows that he has the right tower. Then he'll grab the correct part based on the computer and then place the part into the bin that is illuminated by one of these bars. Oh, right here. You can see right behind him is the illuminated bin. He'll put the part into the bin, and once he puts the parts in, he'll press the button, and then that bin will go off to that customer that requested those parts. It's a pretty slick system. I have never seen so many Legos in my life. They are saying they have over 30,000 different types of Legos, 100,000 bins, and a robot system that can come and retrieve a bin with any type of Lego in it. These are the parts I got downstairs. Let's see if they can find the bin full of these parts. 好，美女可以找这个。
在那边。
Where's the robot? Oh, it's here now. The robot. It's gonna go get the parts we want. Oh, here's the changing lanes. So the robots travel on individual lanes and they change lanes on this extra lane right here. Oh, I think it's gonna get the parts now. Let's see if we got the right parts. Look at that. This is the part I was looking for. Out of all the parts in the system, they were able to find it. This is it.
Stop, Harry,这个你不能拿。
Let's face it, who would want a box full of identical Legos? What people want is a Lego kit to build a castle or a spaceship, a kit with lots and lots of different Lego parts. So the question is, how do they take all these different Legos behind me and put them together into a kit? So after the robot retrieves the part from the warehouse, they bring the bins over here and then dump parts into this vibrating feeder bowl. This vibrating feeder bowl vibrates the parts in a special way that it causes them to climb up this spiral ramp. Then the parts are brought onto this illuminated conveyor belt, and a camera that's up here takes a picture. The computer uses these 3 reference pictures to identify the part. If it identifies the part, it will drop it through a series of gates and then into one of these bins. If it does not identify the part, it will move it through a trap door and into this bucket. So let's try it out. Oh, here it is. Right here, it identified the part. That's pretty cool. So here you can see some different parts that I took from the feeder bowls. Each feeder bowl has a different part. And as the bins go by, the feeder bowls place the parts into the bins to build the entire kit. Then the bins come up this roller coaster and get dumped into a giant funnel. There's a roll of plastic behind that comes up and around the funnel, and right here is a heat sealer that seals it into a tube. Then at the bottom, the tube is heat sealed, and then the parts are dumped in to make a bag, and then it advances the plastic down and heat seals and cuts the bag to make it complete. And then the bags move up this conveyor belt into this bin. And look, now all the parts are almost ready. The bags of Legos are placed on this conveyor belt along with the instructions. Then it goes to this boxing machine. The machine opens the boxes right here. Then this pusher pushes the bags of Legos into the box. After that, the machine starts to fold the box. And you can see it goes through several stages until it gets to this glue spraying device that sprays the glue onto the box and then pushed shut by this pusher. After that, they weigh the box, and if for some reason the box is the wrong weight, this pusher will push the box off of the conveyor belt. After that, the boxes go into shipping boxes. The shipping boxes are then taped shut by this machine, and all they have to do is place them onto the pallet, and the boxes are ready to go to the stores. Whew, it's been a long day. Finally get to go home.
你拿产品今晚上不能回去。
Why? If you like this video, subscribe. If you thought it was weird, leave a comment. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. All right, we need one of these over here, right there. That one's good.